further ado, we begin with Oldman, McWizardface, Monstrologist, McResearcherface. Oldman, how are you?
Oh my god, Jeremy, after... well, you know what happened recently.
What happened recently, Oldman? For those who may not be aware.
All of our nightmares came to life, started to attack us, and then we defeated the Nightmare Corps, and I thought they all went away. But, well, it ends up that the whole spring cleaning and cleaning out Mira's house wasn't actually a cause of that.
That's just a thing that she does this time of year.
What do you mean this time of year? I convinced her to start 2 months ago. We're still going.
Oh dear.
Do you realize...
Spring cleaning. How long does that last?
I don't know. This is the first time she's done it, and I don't know how long.
Oldman, it sounds like you're in a bad way. You're in a bad way right now, buddy.
Do you realize how many dimensions she has in that house that she just throws things into? When I told her we're finally going to clean, she opened a portal and just started tossing stuff into it.
Well, at least I'm sure all of your pets, all of your friends, Familiar and Rip the he's not the Rude anymore, right?
He's the Rough now. We're working
on it. They're helping, right?
Oh, yeah, well, Familiar is. Rip the Rough and the Tiger of Terrible Truths, of course, are always getting into little tiff.
Well, I imagine being a young a Red Dragon Wormling, Rip the Rude could really help to get rid of some of that stuff you don't want anymore. Or are you kind of a hoarder?
Oh, Mira is just trying to go through. Do you want this? Are you sure? Are you going to use this in the next 6 months?
Yeah, well, Oldman, such is the struggle that all must face. But you know what? I'm glad that you're going on this adventure today, a nice little diversion from your daily toils in Central City. So,
yes, I would much rather face death than deal with this.
So, welcome back, and I hope you have a good time. Our next adventurer this evening, apologies for cutting you off there. Our next adventurer this evening, Othgarurt Charirgix, the Bone Knapper. Othgarurt, how are you doing? Like Oldman, I didn't actually mention this when I was talking to him, but you've also recently achieved the fame of a fabled tier adventurer, right?
Yes. I am doing very well for someone who was recently dead.
Oh yeah. How did being dead feel?
It is not an experience I wish to partake in twice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, by the way, Othgarurt.
Anything for a friend.
So yeah, I you know what? Let's not dig up old struggles against the Nightmare Court. But Othgarurt, what's been going on with moving forward, right? How's life been now that the darkness kind of been driven off?
I have been meditating on my combat practice.
Mm-hmm.
Not to dig up the Nightmare Court again, but I did learn many of my own failings from my encounter with them. And I have been attempting to better myself.
Name 3 failings.
Firstly, I do a horrible job of defending myself.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty common in DnDTime, but... Okay, so you got 1, 2. What's number 2?
2, I require more meditation to find more of my problems so that I may solve them and be better in combat.
I assume 3 is just an extrapolation on 2, though?
Yes.
Excellent. So, besides meditating, what have you been doing, Othgarurt? You nap anything cool recently?
Not exactly.
Oh.
However, I have been taking some time to see the sights around the lands, and I must say, both of the swamps are quite nice.
Oh, yeah. Well, I heard that the Hodak Swamp is beautiful around this time of year. So I'm glad you had a chance to go down and check it out. And of course, Othgarurt, welcome back. It's always great to have you. It's always great to have you as well, Oldman. I'm not sure if I said that. I'm off my thing today.
I understand. Hearing 2 voices at once kind of screwed me up too.
Yeah, exactly. I hope you guys have a great adventure. We move to our next character, Cyron. Oh gosh, the High Priest of the Crypt Keeper, Emissary of the Lich Lord, correct?
That is correct.
Oh, I got it from memory too. Good job. All right, I'm sorry. I just patted myself on the back there. Cyron, how are you doing? How's your recent kind of rocketing to fame changed your life here in Land of DnDTime? Now that you're a fabled adventurer.
Well, there have been an increase. The church is doing much better with more converts and the like, and you know, it's that's the biggest difference. If I had to
it's
say,
all the converts to the Crypt Keeper, of course. Yeah, absolutely. And I guess have people been kind of treating you differently, being someone who works so closely with undead? Have people maybe been seeing undead in a better light, do you think? Or is this like a long battle you're gonna have to fight to really change the public view here?
It's a bit of a mixed bag. There are those who who are supportive of this, while others who are, well, less so.
Well, Cyron, I don't know if this adventure has anything to do with the undead, but I think, I don't know, I think you're gonna have a good time. You're heading back to the zoo. It's been a while since you've been here. Oh.
Yes, last time I was here,
You murdered the guy who owned the zoo.
Yes, Safari Jack. In my defense, he was using the undead in a way that my god did not like, so...
I mean, he was also pretty rude to you guys as the adventurers he hired. But I digress. I'm certain this adventure is going to go better than that one. We'll see. Welcome back, Cyron. It's great to have you. And last, but certainly not least, Sword Coheir, our protector Aasimar Cleric. Sword, how are you?
Voice is sounding a little raspy, but outside of that, I'm been busy watching Zombie Baby again.
Oh, how's that going?
Apparently, it's going all right. But apparently, with Jangle Bone's little bodiless experience, he can't like really watch it. So, he's out searching for new body parts while I'm wrangling this.
Yeah, well, sometimes that's just how it is, Sword. I gotta ask, are you still in Central City? Or have you managed to get out?
No, I've not gone back since the
Since you managed to escape.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from there as much as possible.
Well, unfortunately, this adventure brings you right back into Central City. So, what an unfortunate turn of events, Sword. As you're making your way across the countryside, our adventure adventure is going to begin. Sword, you get a familiar kind of beeping sound that alerts you you're about to receive a sending message, and you hear the voice of Roger speak into your head. And actually, all of you do, wherever you may be. And Roger says,
hey everyone, it's me, Roger, Bartholomew's intern. So I've got a mission I need you all to do. You're all the closest adventurers that currently are on missions. I'm gonna need you to head to Central City. There's a place kind of right toward the middle of the city, the zoo. I don't know if you've all been there before, but if you guys can all head over there, someone inside the zoo they've just, I don't know, it's weird. They sent a mail order we don't get a lot of mail orders. But someone by the name of D, I think they just signed a big letter D, needs your help inside the zoo. So if you could head in and figure it out what they need. They were really, really vague. They didn't put like any description in what they actually wanted. So yeah.
And that is the end of Roger's kind of telepathic message to you all.
Bye, Mira. Bartholomew's calling. Make sure to clean out that room. I'll be back later.
Oldman runs out the door. Othgarurt, where were you in the moment? I see Oldman was cleaning the house. Othgarurt, where would we find you?
I was hoping to visit my friend Othgarurt. Wait, how can I visit myself? I am very confused. This city is not a nice place.
All the fumes from those horseless carriages really getting to you.
Yes,
Thankfully, the zoo's in a bit of a clearer area.
I am hoping to visit my friend Oldman.
Oh, so you're already in town.
Yes.
Excellent.
Oh, hey, Earthgrew, I'm glad you found our place. Let's go. Before you get on to the cleaning. Bartholomew called me. I'm not sure if he called you, but we're going.
Lead the way.
Cyron, where were you when you got this sending message?
I was at the Central City chapter of the Church of the Crypt Keeper.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
that's perfect. You're right there, doing your priestly duties, and I get called off for your mission. And Sword, where were you when you got this message telling you to return to Central City?
I was in my room babysitting, but I suppose the zoo would be an outing fit for, well, I don't know about a zombie baby, but a baby none.
So what's up with the zombie baby, Sword?
I don't know. Jangle Bones pushed him off from me one time, and then, like I said, after the Nightmare Court incident, where he lost his body, he couldn't really commit to babysitting.
Are you taking a zombie baby with you on the adventure?
I may as well. I can't just leave.
Yeah, so Sword, you begrudgingly leave your home and make your way to Central City, and you all converge in the large open city square just outside of the zoo. This is a very, very large open area. It's at least 500 feet across, a fairly square area. There's a big fountain in the middle of it with a set of animals all kind of stacked on top of each other. An elephant holding up like a giraffe, and then there's like a bunny rabbit on top of it blowing water up into the air. However, you can see that right now it is pretty much empty. There's not a lot of people. There are a bunch of police around, like Central City cops. There's a lot of like yellow caution tape and things. And you see what looks like a couple of officers kind of talking to each other. On the other side of the square, you see the standard entrance to the zoo, a large marble archway with a unicorn on top, or Pegasus rather. What do you all do as you've just entered into this apparent crime scene?
Cyron heads over to the officers and asks them what happened.
Okay. So Cyron, you go to approach the officer, one of the officers, probably one of the ones who looks kind of important. And there's a lot of talking in the background, and this officer has like a notepad and he's writing something down. He's talking to what looks like a zookeeper, maybe a staff member. Like, all right, you go on your way. And he looks up toward you. Yeah, what can I do for you, citizen? The zoo is closed.
I am one of Bartholomew's adventurers. We were tasked with apparently we got a message in the mail telling us to come to the zoo. As you can guess, we don't get much mail, so when we do, it tends to be important.
Well, unfortunately, the zoo is closed. An unfortunate accident has, destabilized the whole thing ever since the Green Sun took over, but then the new guy bought it out. No, it's too dangerous in there. We can't let you in.
Well, someone by the name of D sent us a letter, so...
I'm afraid I don't know any D.
Well, they signed it with a big D, so...
I've got nothing. I'm sorry, I can't let you in. It's too dangerous. What are the rest of you all doing as Cyron's kind of talking to this officer?
I'm walking around with Othgarurt. You know, I moved into Central City exactly 6 months ago, and I have yet to be to the zoo. You'd think I would, you know who I am. Mm. Hey, look at that!
I still have not moved out of the inn.
Okay, so you guys are just hanging out. Cyron, what's your goal here? You're talking to this guy and he's telling you, no, it's super dangerous. We can't let any civilians in.
Excuse me, sir, but I am not a civilian. I am Cyron.
No, I'm aware. Yeah, you're the Crypt emissary guy.
Yes. I am a rather seasoned adventurer. Trust me, I have faced many dangers in the past. I'm pretty sure whatever the zoo has, whatever is going on, I can handle it.
Well, I'm sure you can, but I've got my orders. I can't let you in.
And what orders would that be?
Well, I think it come down from Dorothy Parker herself, Mayor, or Miss Mayor.
Is it possible that the D is stands for Dorothy?
No, she always signs her name full.
Excuse me, sir.
There's more of you.
Yeah.
Hello, Oldman McWizardface, Monstrologist McResearcherface. I've come here to, study and check on the monsters in here. If you wouldn't mind letting us through so that I can examine them.
I can't let you through. It's too dangerous. I have my orders. I can't let you in.
Well, that's why I need to examine them.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Do you know what's more dangerous than whatever is in there?
I don't know what.
Stopping a team of 4 adventurers from doing their job and getting paid.
Ooh, that's all you have to say. You can go right in. Look, my job's to keep you out of there, not to die. If you're gonna kill me, you can just go in.
Good choice. Thank you. Oh, you're so great, big buddy.
Have a nice day. Don't retire.
I didn't see you. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm sorry, you didn't see who? Who are you? I don't believe we've met before. Goodbye.
I'm gonna lose my job. He kind of looks at the ground begrudgingly, and you guys just walk by him. All right, so you walk through the big marble archway of Central City Zoo, getting past your first obstacle, the cops. And as you walk through, for those of you who've been to the zoo before, which I believe is just you, Cyron, you see. Well, actually, wait, no, Sword, you've definitely been here too, right?
No, I've never been to the zoo.
Really? Wow. That's remarkable. Anyway, you step through and you can see, Cyron, the entire zoo has been changed from what it previously looked at, like its previous layout. You can see that instead of a very wide, sprawling kind of concrete jungle with lots of different pens and kind of recessed into the ground exhibits, you can see that it goes forward through almost only about 20 feet. There's the signboard that has the traditional layout of the zoo, the map. But beyond that, all of the concrete just kind of disappears, and you see just trees. Large trees spanning up 40, 50 feet into the sky. And you can see there's one solid pathway that just continues to go straight. It seems to have been drastically altered, the landscape in here.
Sounds like druids.
This seems more like a safari than a zoo.
Yes, I mean, you'd think the previous owner, Safari Jack, would have made it like this, but no, he did not.
If I knew this, I would have gotten my khakis.
Yeah,
this seems very nice.
As you start to walk forward, you see the signboard that used to have the layout of the zoo, and instead now it looks like there's just a poster that's been postered up over it, which has a picture of a very old-looking man with a kind of mostly bald head, very white beard that's short cut, and it says "Wizard grants a Dodo Park." There's a big picture of a dodo bird, a big flightless bird, which Oldman to be extinct. But it's basically just a poster of that just stuck on the signboard. And up ahead down the path, you see 2 very, very large, red stone gates, or one very large red stone gate with big wooden doors, and the words Dodo Park up on the top. Looks like there's a big fence there too.
It seems like somebody is trying to play God. I'm sure they spared no expense.
Does anything appear to be out of place?
Everything's out of place. There's a random forest here instead of the zoo. And
I mean, is there anything that
you? Oh yeah, you mean that doesn't really fit in with the forest?
No, anything that just doesn't that appears like it's not if there's anything that's obviously wrong. Not that doesn't fit in with the forest, but
I'll just say right now nothing seems obviously wrong. It's just weird that it's totally different, and there's rolling forests and stuff here now, in the middle of the city.
All right. Cyron's going to approach the Dodo Park gate.
Yeah, it's this huge gate. It's like 40 feet tall, big wooden doors, and as you kind of walk up, they open, and you can see there's just more walkway kind of beyond it. There's actually a little wagon there that looks like you could get in, and there are some rails that it looks like it moves on.
That's not ominous at all.
I'm getting in the wagon. Who wants to join me?
Well, I suppose if we're going on a tour...
Sounds much better than walking.
Okay. You all jump in the wagon. As you get in, a little animated programmed illusion appears of that old-looking wizard. It says, hello, I am Wizard Grant. Welcome to Dodo Park. And he continues to talk for a few seconds, but then the illusion seems to crap out. And then all abruptly, the wagon begins to shift forward. And as you're heading on this rail down into Dodo Park, the gates shut behind you. And you see up ahead of you what look like a few small flightless birds known as dodo birds. Are you familiar with dodos? Is everyone familiar with dodos?
I know they're extinct, supposedly.
These apparently are not extinct.
Yeah, they're very extinct though. They were hunted to extinction.
The ones before don't appear to be very extinct.
But yet you see a bunch of flightless birds kind of walking around. They have these big kind of flat beaks that stick out, but they're vertically flat, and they're just kind of pecking the ground, walking around in this forest.
I have a quick question. Besides myself and the undead baby, do I sense any undead around? Nope. So it's just me and the undead baby.
Yep.
Oh, Benedict immediately brings out his sketchbook.
Well, apparently these dodos aren't undead, so... But, there's that.
Sketchbook!
Continues. Oldman, you're sketching, and it's a slow ride. But eventually you see it's rising up, and you're coming over a hill. Which it's weird that there's a hill in here now. The dodos seem totally docile. You drive by them without any difficulty. However, as you kind of crest the top of the hill, you can see ahead of you a large open valley. There's a huge lake, a bunch of massive-sized dodo birds walking around, stretched and distorted in bizarre animalistic or bizarre, almost dreamlike ways, as well as tons of little dodo birds, all kind of running around in packs. Also, the zoo is way bigger than you ever remembered it, Cyron.
Something is clearly not right here, Cyron says as he sees the massive dodo birds that are...
Oh my god, this is all so amazing!
Yeah, they're just all over the place.
I don't see anything wrong here.
Does anybody have food? Maybe we can get them to come here.
Yeah, as you're at the top of this hill looking down, they're only 500 feet away, the nearest big group of them, but some of these dodo birds are huge. Some of them walking on their stunted little wings, almost like they're walking on 4 legs. A few of them have very strange, definitely distorted necks that are not appropriate for dodo birds, reaching up and eating leaves. And all of a sudden the cart kind of comes to a stop, and there's a big concrete kind of hemispherical area off the side with some picnic tables and some of those, put a quarter in and you can look through the binoculars kind of things set up. And the programmed illusion kind of comes back but staticky and says, please enjoy our first stop. What do you all do as it stops and you're in this area now? There's some brushes, a bunch of trees, and all the dodos.
I go over to the binoculars thing and look through them.
Okay, you see only black when trying to look through them. Looks like you need to put a coin in. Maybe like a copper piece.
Alright, I'll put in a copper piece.
It doesn't seem to work. Maybe you guessed wrong. Maybe it needs a silver.
I'll put in a gold piece then.
It also doesn't seem to work.
Silver.
Alright, you try the silver? Nope. Looks like it needs platinum. These guys are not screwing around. This is expensive.
I was going to try Electromix, but okay.
Yeah, no one has Electrum pieces. Yeah, you put a platinum piece in, and it clicks, and you can. It's binoculars. You can just see ahead of you. They work kind of like the spyglass does. You can see way off in the distance all the little dodos running around majestically, or at least they looked majestic at first. But now that you're like looking at them up close through the telescope, they look pretty stupid. Actually, they're like just kind of walking around in circles. A few of them are like bumping into rocks and falling over. Yeah, they do not look very intelligent. You swear you watch one just walk off of a ledge.
I'm starting to see why they went extinct.
These birds don't appear to be very bright.
Yeah, there's an alligator in the lake, and you see it just has its mouth open, and one of the dodos just walks into it. And then it just eats it.
That one just walked into an alligator's mouth. That one just walked out of a cliff. That one appears to be dancing in a fire.
Friends.
I don't know how it made a fire, but it's dancing in it.
Zoos allow for hunting?
I don't know. We'd have to find the zookeeper.
Maybe we should just go in for a closer look. I would love to get some more sketches.
I'm sure we could get plenty. Let's find a zookeeper first, and then we'll talk. And then we'll get some sketches later. I mean, there's.
Cyron, are you?
Yeah,
is anyone else?
It really doesn't seem like there's any shortage of dodos.
Yeah, I'm gonna let. If somebody else wants to use these binoculars, go ahead. I mean, well, I don't know how long it'll last.
Seconds. There's a click, and it goes black again. This thing's a money sink.
Okay. I am going to hit it with my mace until it breaks.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Get my money back.
Get out of my mind, because I was thinking the same thing.
Okay. Well, while you were looking through it, can you roll me a perception check? There's a chance you may have seen something interesting.
Okay.
We'll see. No, you didn't notice anything out of the usual. You take your mace and you smash it. There's a shattering sound as the little glass lenses in the spyglasses break. And the whole metal-like thing just kind of dents and warps a little bit.
I'm just going to continue to... Yeah, I'm just going to continue to smash it until I get my money back from...
Okay, yeah, you're just going to beat the crap out of it. All right, so while you do that, what's everyone else doing?
Othgarurt, do you want to go and get a closer look?
I am enjoying this show. His violence is amusing.
Excellent.
You have fun with that, and Oldman is going to sit down by Othgarurt's feet and just continue drawing his dodo birds.
Yeah, there are so many different dodo birds here. You'd reckon there are at least 4 different types of dodo birds down there.
And I am drawing each one individually in as much detail as possible. It seems like we have the time.
Yeah, Sword, are you doing anything in particular? Do you want to look through one of the other binoculars that isn't being smashed, or?
No, I'm just watching Cyron smash the crap out.
Excellent. So, Cyron, you just beat the crap out of it. Can you roll me an attack roll? Okay. It takes like 10 minutes of bashing, but you break it, yeah, and some coins kind of plop out on the ground, spill out. Actually, more than you put in. Looks like 40 or 50 platinum pieces just kind of fall onto the ground.
I'm definitely gonna scoop them up.
Okay, everyone sees it because everyone's just watching you, but I don't know if any of you care. So.
Yeah. I mean, I'll obviously split them up.
Platinum piece.
I'll split them. Yeah.
I'm far too focused on the dodos.
Go ahead, go ahead, Cyron. What are you doing?
I'll split the platinum with the party.
Okay, excellent. So, to make it easy, each of you will just get 20 platinum, except for Oldman, who's not paying any attention. If you care. But yeah, see, there's some good money in that. There are 3 other binocular stations.
I'm not gonna touch them.
Oh, I know. These could help me get a better look.
Okay. I give Oldman one of the platinum.
Oh, that's fine. I minor conjure the platinum piece.
You make a fake platinum and put it in, it works. Okay. That's such a dick move. Okay, yeah, it clicks on. You want to go ahead and look? Can you roll a perception check? Yeah, it's hard. This one's blurry, you think?
These are made for normal people. Too short for this.
Because Oldman's a very small. Yep. I forgot Oldman was a gnome. So yeah, you have a lot of trouble. You see the dodos; they're majestic and beautiful, just as you saw them from before. You don't know what he's talking about them being stupid. And as you're all just kind of chilling there, you hear a rustling in the bushes nearby. And,
baby, one came closer.
You hear a voice kind of call out from the bushes. Hey, you Bartholomew's adventurers.
Yes, we are. Talking bush.
Thank God. And you see walking out of the bush on 4 legs is a saber-toothed tiger.
Are you D?
Yeah, I'm Diego. I can't ride very well, I'm sorry. I'm an awakened saber-toothed tiger. I need your help.
Can I draw you?
Yeah.
What do you need help with?
The whole zoo. It's been taken over by these flightless birds. They're vicious. They've killed all the zookeepers. It's terrible.
From what I saw, they weren't very bright. I saw one walk into an alligator's mouth.
Oh, you're right.
Another walked off a cliff.
The problem is they're an infestation. They're all led by the Dodo King.
The Dodo King?
Yeah. Under his rule, they're an unstoppable force.
I think you have been eating the wrong kinds of berries.
Can you take us to the Dodo King?
Yeah, no, I can lead the way.
Can you strike a pose?
You can draw him later, old man.
Yeah, you draw me as I'm walking, man. I'm a saber-toothed tiger. I'm not gonna pose. I'm not like a cat.
Action shots work.
Yeah, come on. Jeez, get with the program. And Diego walks over and climbs up on top of the wagon. This should get going in about 5 minutes. If we'll just ride it most of the way. That way I don't have to walk.
All right. Cyron gets back in the wagon.
A cat sitting this seems a little fake to be drawing.
I mean, he's sitting like a cat. He's like lounging on the entire front row.
I think you know that cats sit in a very strange way sometimes.
They definitely do. So yeah, do you guys get on the cart with Diego?
He sits.
May as well.
Okay. Taking one last look, the dodo birds majestically kind of running around in the plains below. And after a couple minutes, as Diego said, the cart begins to move again along the rail. The wheels are kind of squeaky, so they squeak a little bit. It's a little annoying. However, after a fairly short amount of time, as you're making your way down into the lower valley, Diego is talking to you guys, and he's like, "So, I don't know. Have you ever fought things like these before?"
No, we thought you were extinct.
I have hunted many birds, yes.
Well, this is a particularly dangerous bird. Those beaks, they hit like axes. They're terrifying.
I have been hit with axes, yes.
I'm gonna be honest, I am amazed that you all are taking this so well. Everyone else who's come in, they've just freaked out at the fact that I'm a talking saber-toothed tiger. But you all are just totally fine with it.
We're adventurers. We deal with strange things, so...
It's just weird.
I'm carrying around a zombie baby, so I don't...
I deal with
things before.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just happy you're cooperative.
I deal with undead all the time, so...
Oh, well, that's good. Oh no, they're upon us! And as you look ahead of you, you see there are now, in the middle of the road up ahead, there looks like what might be the sprawled out body of a dead zookeeper. There's a lot of blood. They're dressed in like the kind of khaki button-down shirt and shorts. They're dead. But you see about 10 dodos of varying sizes standing kind of just in the middle of the road. They're just kind of looking around. One of them's pecking at the dead zookeeper, and then they all just kind of turn towards you. They're about 10 feet away, but the cart's moving very slowly. What would you all like to do?
Does anybody have food?
Django is hunting aloud in this zoo.
What? I'm paying you to kill the dodos.
Very good. Okay, shall advance.
All right, Othgart's the first one to break the initiative. Go ahead. You run in. What do you want to do? There are, like I said, there are about 10 dodos in this clearing up ahead.
I want to approach the closest one and begin swinging my halberd at it.
Okay. The closest one is a normal-sized dodo, which makes it about 3 feet tall. Go ahead and make your attack. A 10 will... Oh, wow. Will just barely miss the normal dodo. The normal dodo has a little bit of nimbleness to it, despite the fact it is a fat bird, a fat flightless bird. And,
it is just so small.
Huh?
It is just so small.
Yeah, exactly. It's too hard to hit. Your halberd cleaves into the dead zookeeper, who just was nearby. Was there anything else you'd like to do?
Not particularly.
Okay. Who would like to go next?
I will clean them up.
Okay. Cyron, then?
I will go next. I will use my new cantrip, Toll the Dead.
Okay. On which dodo? One of the small dodos, the pretty big dodo, or the exceptionally large dodo?
The large dodo.
The pretty big or the exceptionally large?
There
are three categories. Small dodo, pretty big dodo, and exceptionally large dodo.
Exceptionally large.
Oh, shit. Okay. What is that, a DC 13 wisdom save?
Yes.
Dodos, as you can imagine, are pretty wise. Whoops, I rolled that incorrectly. There we go. That dodo got a 1. Go ahead and deal your damage. 4 points of necrotic damage.
Yep.
Alrighty, that dodo seems pretty hurt from that hit. There are 2 exceptionally large dodos. That one, as you told the dead, the dolorous clang of the bells, a sign of death, rings out, and the one exceptionally large dodo, he's about 8 feet tall, goes and kind of waddles around, confused and upset. Is that the end of your turn, Siren?
Yeah.
Okay. We go to the next in the initiative order, which I'm gonna guess, Sword, would you like to go?
Yes, I'm gonna put the baby in, and then I'm going to summon my spirit guardians and join them.
Oh, Jesus. All right, your spirit guardians, the little seraphs begin to flit. Oh, hit on my light bulb. Flit all around the area. And on their turns, we're going to have to... Oh, actually, I'll just roll them now. It's easier.
Yeah, the first time it rolls, and then subsequent...
Is it a wisdom saving throw?
Yes, sir. 14.
Excellent. I will roll for the 5 small dodos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow!
-2.
Some incredible rolls. Yeah, they have a -3. What was your DC?
14.
14. So wow, only one of them fails. One of the small dodos explodes as one of the little cherubs hits it. Oh, I'm sorry, the seraphs hit it. However, the other 4 little small dodos seem maimed but alive. Oldman, what would you like to do as all of your teammates have descended upon the dodo?
Wait, did he only hit the small ones?
Oh, you're right. I should roll for pretty much everything else as well. So we'll roll for the 3 pretty big dodos. Oops, they should not have advantage, but... So 2 of the pretty big dodos, and the 2 exceptionally large dodos also fail. All right. One of the exceptionally large dodos goes down after being hit by both Sirens, Dolorous Bells, and now a little seraph. So there's 1 exceptionally large dodo left. There are 3 pretty big dodos, but they're all pretty hurt. And there are 4 small dodos that are pretty hurt. What would you like to do, Oldman?
Do you guys think I can keep one? I'll
You can keep
say
one
a
of the
bunch
small
of
ones.
gibberish. And then I'm gonna try and keep one.
Oh, you cast Sleep!
You guys can massacre the rest in their sleep.
All of the small dodos fall asleep, all 4 of them, and one of the pretty big dodos also falls asleep. So there are now 2 awake pretty big dodos and 1 exceptionally large dodo. And is that the end of your turn, Oldman?
Pretty much, yes.
Okay. Okay, so they're all up there. Othgarurt, you're all up in the front right now, and I think you're the only one up there. So the remaining dodos are going to go for you. You're not injured, right, Othgarurt?
Correct.
Okay. So the 2 pretty big dodos walk up to you and try and beak you. 13. Othgarurt? Will 13
Does
hit?
not hit.
Okay. And a 6. And then the exceptionally large dodo rolled a 7. So he rolled poorly. Oh, actually, he's got a multi-attack. He's going to go for that. A 20. Oh, my God. All right.
Ouch.
I'm going to hit you for 18 points, I think, on that second one.
Wait, did they take their Spirit Guardian damage?
Yeah, they take it at the beginning of their turns. And I already gave it to them.
Ow.
Yep. So that is the end of the dodo's turn. We're up to the top of the initiative again, as one of the beaks manages to catch you, Othgarurt, for an 18 points. It cuts into your shoulder like an axe, and you can see the remaining dodos getting frazzled and agitated as they're kind of going into like a bloodlust, kind of hopping around, fluttering their wings, but there's no way they can fly because they have tiny little wings. The top of the initiative, I believe, Othgarurt, you were the one to dive in first. What would you like to do? There's an exceptionally large dodo and 2 pretty big dodos upon you.
I think now would be a good time to focus my rage.
Sure. They're all looking pretty hurt.
I shall strike towards one of the largest.
Okay. You swing to the exceptionally large dodo that remains. Go ahead and make your attack. This dodo's got pretty bad armor class. Yep, you'll hit him. And you'll probably kill him. Oh, yeah, you kill him. You swing with your bone halberd. It cleaves into this exceptionally large dodo. They're very fragile. You hear like cracking and like shattering, almost like glass with their bones, as you cleave through them. So it's like the cut and bludgeon action. They're just so fragile. And yeah, you annihilate the last exceptionally large dodo. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Othgarurt?
Yes, I shall bite into one of the other smaller dodos.
Oh, damn. Excellent. Your hungry bite. Yeah, you connect with one of the pretty big dodos. Go ahead and give me your damage on that. Alrighty, 7 points. Yeah, you'll finish that one off too. Only 1 dodo remains standing as your enemy. As Othgarurt, are you gonna like try and eat it whole, or are you just gonna? It's pretty big.
I'm going to eat a fair chunk of it.
All right, it tastes delicious, very tasty. As you gobble down a big chunk of it, and we move to the next in the order, which I believe was Cyron.
I will use Soul on the. Yeah, I'm gonna use Soul the Dead on the last Dodo.
Okay.
And it's damaged, correct?
Yep,
which means Roll the Dead has the potential to deal more damage.
Excellent. That dodo will die. It'll just kind of fall over and die as your Toll the Dead strikes it. The bells clang out, and it falls. And in but a moment, you find yourself looking at a, relatively clear path. There's still a dead zookeeper on it, but there are 4 sleeping small dodos. What would you all like to do?
I would like to tie one up.
That's very easy. Actually, it's not. Can you roll me a strength athletics check? Actually, I need it an acrobatics check.
It is asleep.
Yeah. No, sleight of hand. Sleight of hand's the best one for this, because it's being gentle.
It's asleep.
I know.
Okay.
Oh, it's not to wake it up. Alright, Oldman, what is your strength modifier?
-1.
Okay, so you have an 8?
Yes.
I think you still actually killed the dodo, trying to tie it up.
I'm gonna try tying up one of the other dodos.
There are 3 dodos left. They're so fragile that, like, you had no idea this would hurt it.
I'm gonna try and tie up one of the other dodos.
Be careful, I tried to tie it up and I snapped its leg off.
Okay, you can all roll sleight of hand. There are 3 more dodos, so be careful if you want to roll your sleight of hand. Cyron, this one's head comes off. You don't even know what you did.
That.
Oh, well,
all of the wounded dodos.
Oh, God.
I'll
just start devouring them.
Yeah.
Just a second. Sword? Were you going to try and
how in the world did they kill the zookeeper if this is fragile?
Look at those
already
groups.
injured.
I got sorry, Jack, with one attack, so...
Also, there was 10 of them. The swarms, it happens.
I don't think these zookeepers are used to dealing with exotic animals.
Diego,
I mean,
the saber-toothed tiger says, yeah, I know they come in swarms. It's pretty crazy.
What, the zookeepers or the dodos?
No, the dodos, not the zookeepers. Zookeepers don't travel in packs.
Oh, we were talking about the zookeepers.
Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind. Go on.
Yes, I don't feel like the zookeepers here are very strong. They're no more stronger than your average civilian, from what I can tell. I mean, Safari Jack went down with 1 hit, so...
God rest his soul.
Would anyone be better at tying this thing up?
Well, there are 2 more dodos that are asleep. Who wants to try and tie them up?
Not me.
I'll try again.
I'll just cure. I'll just cast Cure Wounds on Othgarurt.
I'm gonna try again.
Try again as well. We're each gonna try one of these.
Oh, you got it, Cyron. You managed to tie up one of the dodos without killing him. Oh, no. This is the legs. It's all about the legs. You ripped the legs off of that one, unfortunately, Oldman. But it looks like Cyron tied you up a dodo without killing it. So you've captured 1.
Well, let's throw it in the wagon. Well, don't throw it. Just
yeah, it's weird. As you guys
in the wagon.
As you're doing this, Diego calls out, "Hey guys, we gotta get going. We need to keep moving."
Nitpicky, but it looks like his modifier didn't apply to that cure wounds.
Oh yeah, you should probably do that. What's your wisdom modifier, Sword?
14.
That's pretty good. That's an extra 2 hit points. Good job. 8 points total. And as you're kind of getting back on the wagon to keep going, you notice that a new dodo has waddled onto the scene and has just kind of lied down on the ground in front of your wagons.
Oh no!
I take out my crossbow.
I was gonna say
the wagon starts going and there's a kabump. And that dodo's dead. And yeah, after you continue to travel along on this wagon for a short time, and eventually you come to a very large clearing, and you can see up ahead there's a big throne that looks like it's been made of like human bones and skulls and things. It's actually pretty gruesome. And on top of it, you just see a dodo kind of sitting up there. It's got a little crown on top of its head. Made of, it looks like bones and feathers. And you can see that there is a man that is kind of up on at the base of this throne. The throne itself stands about 10 feet high. It's a big pile of bones with the throne on top. You see a man who's kind of tied up. He's dressed fairly nicely. He's got some glasses on, but he looks like he's been tied up. And you hear the dodo kind of talking to this person. The person's being held by two really swole-looking dodos. And by that I mean they're dodos, but they have huge, beefy arms standing on either side of them. Diego's like,
arms
yeah,
or wings?
That's him. They have like their arm wings. It's huge, beefy arm wings. Like they look really jacked. Like they're like a professional muscle builder person. What's the term?
Muscle builder person?
Yeah, I couldn't think of the word, man. Forgive me. But yeah, you see they're just kind of in front of you, and Diego says, yeah, that's him. That's the king of the dodos up there on the throne. I'd be careful. He's a lot more threatening than he looks. And he just looks like a big fat dodo sitting on its butt like a person.
Stitching!
And it's like honking at the person, like clearly talking at it, and the person's just like, no, let me go. I wrote this damn book. What do you all do? You're all just kind of on the sidelines watching at the moment.
Sketching.
Okay.
Cyron's gonna try and sneak up behind the two bodybuilder dodos that are holding the guy.
Okay, well, because of the situation and how it like laid out, the dodo on the throne is looking right at them. So like he'd see you. There's no question about that. The king of the dodos.
I want to try and like. Alright, I'm gonna try and move around so that way he doesn't see me while I'm gonna try and stay in the.
Siren, Siren,
yeah,
come here real quick. Siren, come here.
What?
Come, give me your
what?
head.
Okay.
Good. Now go have fun.
Oldman gets invisibility upon you, Cyron.
Okay.
Well, you're actually
so yeah, I'm gonna sneak up behind the dodos.
My friend is always useful.
You sneak up behind the swoldos. Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know if it would work while I'm invisible, but I'm gonna try and use
You're gonna try and what?
Use Necrotic Shroud.
I think this would break the invisibility, but you'd be like right behind them if you'd.
That's fine. That's fine. My goal is to scare them.
Okay, so while you're going up to do that, Othgarurt and Sword, is there anything that you want to do? Oldman, you get a pretty good sketch in of this dodo up upon his throne of bones.
I'm going to go ahead and cast Aid on this other 3 party members.
Mm-hmm. Oh, cool.
Right.
Okay, so everyone gains 5 hit points.
It was level 2, so it'd be
10. Radical, and that goes above your maximum, which is awesome.
Plus 10 HP, plus 10 max.
The divine aid granted by Sword buffs you all right before whatever happens. And Othgarurt, what would you like?
I would like to sneak around towards the side.
Okay, so staying in the foliage, you'd be about 30 feet away from these swole dodos.
Oh, do you want to go up there too?
Yes, please.
Okay, then can I instead use that invisibility as a 3rd level spell so I could get them both?
Yeah, absolutely, if you want, sure.
Okay.
Alright, you're both invisible. Radical. Do any of you speak Sylvan? I'm gonna take that as a no. Alright. So, yeah, you all kind of get up. You see this person who's kind of like being held by the swoldos, and the Dodo King up on his throne squawking down. And all of a sudden, everything goes to hell as Cyron, you appear in all of your terrible Aasimar glory, black kind of bone-like wings emitting from your back, and an aura of just terror emerging out from around you. Othgarurt, I think you'd be close enough to be within this aura, unfortunately. If you're also sneaking up.
Oh boy.
So unfortunately, you would also need to roll a wisdom save, I think. I will roll a charisma save for these dodos, though. These 2 dodo guards. It's a 3 into 14. That was a really...
So, yeah, you have to be 10, so 1 dodo guard is scared.
1 dodo guard is terrified. The other dodo guard, not so much.
What about the guy... Hold on, what about the guy they're holding?
I will roll for him as well. Yeah, we'll see how Michael Crichton does. Michael Crichton's probably pretty charismatic. Oh, no, he's scared. Yeah, you can also roll if you want. Wait, not if one. It's charisma, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're good. You're all good, you're not afraid. What would you like to do, Othgarurt? As I assume you have a ready to action?
I would like to approach as close to the king as possible.
Oh, so you're up on the king. Oh, you're climbing up the throne. You need to roll a stealth check climbing up the bones if you'd want to climb up there.
Okay.
Or I guess you could just run up there now, right? Now that the cover is kind of blown.
I'll take the running up there while going into a frenzied rage option.
Radical. I will need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw as you're running up the pile of bones. It's a pretty easy DC, but could slip.
I'm going to point out...
Yep, you would have advantage with your danger sense, definitely. Yeah, oh yeah, you run right up. You like step on a skull, but instead of slipping on it, it just kind of crushes under your powerful lizard feet, and you run right up to this king of dodos who can't see you right now. What would you like to do?
I would like to recklessly attack my halberd into his face.
You don't need to be reckless.
Yeah, you actually don't have to be reckless because he can't see you.
Oh, even better.
All right, yeah, you hit. Go ahead and roll me your damage. Yeah, all right, you cut him in half. He dies. His little dodo crown falls to the ground and kind of rolls down the bones.
Good thing I got that drawing in.
We are at the top of the initiative now. I'm gonna say if we can all roll for initiative, that would be great. The Dodo King is dead. There are 2 swole guards left.
One is terrified.
All right. Oh wow. So we got Othgarurt, and then Oldman, and then Foes, and then Sword, then Cyron, then Sword. Cyron. Foes go after Cyron. All right, that's easy. Cool. So first we have Othgarurt. What would you like to do? As you have just killed the Dodo King. Looking back behind, he goes and gives a horrible squawk before you murder him.
I wish to turn back, leap towards the only guard that doesn't look frightened.
Yep.
And unleash a reckless volley of slashes upon him.
Excellent. Go ahead and give me your attacks. As you leap down, oh yeah, you hit him. The second one will also hit, actually, because you're recklessly attacking. Holy shit. Oh, God. All right, so 15, 22 damage. He's still alive, but badly wounded. It looks like there's so much muscle in this dodo bird that it kind of holds your sword. Your halberd doesn't cleave through it quite as easily, but he's badly injured. We move to the next in the initiative. Oldman, what would you like to do?
Well, I suppose our cover's blown. I got my drawings. Time to, spew gibberish.
Yeah, you spew some gibberish.
And the gibberish does this. And then... that.
All right. Yeah, there was a third one.
That's all 3.
Oh, wait, that's all 3. At the Dodo Guard?
Yes.
Which one?
The injured one. Because I could shoot these separately, can I shoot it so that if it kills it...
at once, unfortunately. You have to pick your targets at once. But you can say the first 2 at one and then 1 at the other.
Then let's just murder the poor injured fellow.
Alrighty, you will hit with the first and the third. And with that, that's a 13. Yeah, alright, yeah. You, 13. With that, yeah, you will kill the injured guard. It lays a horrible squawk and falls down. Othgarurt, it smells so good. We move to the next in the initiative order. Cyron, what would you like to do?
Guiding bolt on the living guard.
Mm-hmm. All right, you will hit with a 12.
And it also does an additional 4 damage because of my transformation. Necrotic Shred.
Oh, shit. Yeah, go ahead and give me the extra 4 damage. Oh, sorry, it's just 4. So yeah.
It's
What am I talking about? You don't have to roll anything. 13 total. Yeah, he's not quite bloodied, but now he's illuminated in bright white light for anyone to attack. As the foes go, he's the one Dodo guard remaining. That Dodo guard is going to attack. Probably, they're going to attack Michael Crichton. He's going to miss Michael Crichton. And we are going to... the attack. Yep, gonna miss twice. That is the end of the Dodo's guard's turn. However, all at once, you guys begin to hear a terrible, terrible sound, which kind of reverberates throughout all of Dodo Park. The sky begins to kind of flash red and white and like, wow, wow, as some sort of alarm klaxon goes off, and a robotic kind of voice echoes throughout the park. Nesting area reached. What would you all like to do? Actually, we're on the next part of the next turn of the initiative. Sword, what would you like to do? There's one Dodo guard remaining.
How far away is he from the cart?
The Dodo guard?
Yeah.
He's pretty close. Actually, he's about 30 feet, sorry.
Well, in that case, I'll just take my, Actually, I haven't used this spell in a while.
Remember, if you attack with advantage.
Right. I haven't used this spell in a while.
Oh, yeah, you inflict wounds. You reach out, grasping onto the Dodo guard. Go ahead and give me your damage. And with that, combined with the inflict wounds, the Dodo guard shrivels into a dead husk and falls to the ground. You then all hear the voice kind of call out again. Emergency defenses offline, powering down electric fences. And then the klaxon just kind of stops. The person who's with you, Michael Crichton, looks to you all and says, thank you for rescuing me. We need to get out of here. I know what happens next.
What happens
next? I wrote
next?
This adventure. Then you all hear big, loud stomps in the forest beyond you. What would you all like to do?
Did you at least write that we survive?
Or kill whatever the hell that is coming out?
What is that?
Some of you.
I want to take some bites out of the roast Dodo.
Okay. Othgarurt, you take some bite. It's pretty damn good. It's so good. You could eat these forever, Othgarurt.
I'm gonna take some of the roast Dodo and pack it away for later.
Okay, so you pack some up for later. You eat some.
Hey, you! What do we do?
You see Michael Crichton has run over to the cart and is just kind of sitting in it. It is beginning to turn and leave.
I'm gonna chase after Michael Crichton and try to get in that cart.
Are you packing up Dodo for later, or are you getting in the cart?
I'm gonna pack up Dodo for later. Is anybody gonna go after that cart?
I'm in the cart.
Oldman's the only one in the cart. All right, the cart begins to drive away.
Can I try to stop it?
Would you also like to go to the cart, or do you have something else you want to do here?
Yeah, I better chase after the cart. I left the baby on there.
Okay, Sword, you run over to the cart. So it's Diego, the saber-toothed tiger, Oldman, and Sword, and the zombie baby in the cart. The rest of you are packing up Dodo. The footsteps stomp more and more, and emerging from the forest behind you, stomping and obliterating the Dodo's skull throne. You see the Dodosaurus Rex, a gigantic Dodo with a big beak and stuff. All right, we're at the top of the initiative order. Othgarurt, you're not on the cart, which you can see is beginning to very, very slowly drive away. What would you like to do, Othgarurt?
How big again is that bird?
The Dodosaurus Rex is huge. It's like 20 feet tall.
Does it still look very
T-Rex?
Yeah.
But does it still look very lanky and
it looks terrifying.
frail?
No, this looks horrifying.
Is it irresistibly
It's
scary?
a Dodosaurus Rex.
How heavy is it?
Irresistibly scary. It's just scary.
How heavy is it?
Looks tasty.
Approximately.
Well, that settles it then. I'm going
You're
all
still
in.
in a rage, I think. We'll say
Yes.
you're still in your rage. Okay, you run up to the Dodosaurus Rex. Go ahead.
And I'm going to attack it.
Okay.
Not recklessly, because I'm not completely stupid.
Okay, sure. You run up and slash. You'll hit with that, yeah. You'll hit with that as well. Alright. You cleave twice into the Dodosaurus Rex for a total of 9, 15, 17 damage. Alright. 2 slashes with your halberd, and the Rex makes a horrible screech. Its tiny little T-Rex hands actually are bigger because of the Dodo's flightless wings. Which doesn't matter, but... Alright. Oldman, you are next. You're on the wagon, which is beginning to go away at about the speed of 10 feet per round.
How heavy does this Dodosaurus Rex look?
Insanely heavy. Very heavy. Way more than like a levitate spell could lift.
Great. Well... Yeah, then let's just start firing at it with a bunch of random
A bunch of arcane words.
That create a bunch of foxes.
The foxes all dash forward. How do you only have a +3 with that? This explains a lot, I think, Oldman.
Yeah, I mean, does it add... What's it supposed
It should
to
add your proficiency bonus to that. And your intelligence modifier. All right, so you're going to hit with all 3. Go ahead and give me your damage. When we add the extra bonuses, at least you'll hit with them all.
I should probably fix that.
That's all right. A total of 15 points of fire damage. You see the Dodosaurus Rex doesn't like fire damage. It seems to kind of catch on fire a little bit as it makes a horrible squeaking sound. Is that the end of your turn, Oldman, or are you just continuing to ride the cart?
I suppose I'm like, hurry up and get on here.
Cyron, what would you like to do?
I am gonna cast Toll the Dead on the giant Dodosaurus Rex.
Okay. Now, I warn you, this Dodosaurus Rex is actually kind of wise. Not that wise, but just a little bit. And then, unfortunately, resists the Toll the Dead.
Yeah, I'm gonna... After that, I'm gonna try and run after the car.
All right, you're actually within 10 feet of it when you do so. It's going to make an opportunity attack against you if you try and run away. Are you okay with that, or are you going to wait?
Oh.
What was that, Cyron?
I'm gonna wait.
Okay, you'll wait it out by the thing. It's going to go now. The Dodosaurus Rex lets out a horrible roar and moves to attack first Othgarurt with its bite attack. Oh boy. It gets a 21 to hit for what would be 33 bludgeoning damage with its horrible beak, but I think you're resistant to that because of your rage.
Yes.
Alrighty. However, it does pick you up in its dodo beak. You are counted as grappled. Actually, you should not be restrained. That is incorrect text on that. But you are grappled by it. And then it will swing its feathery tail at you, Cyron, because you are nearby. And it... A 13, will that hit you?
No, it misses, actually.
Alrighty. Misses you, but unfortunately it's a pretty nasty bite grabbing Othgarurt. That is the end of the Dodosaurus Rex's turn. We move to Sword. You are on the wagon. Sounds like it's beginning to speed up. You hear Diego like, yeah, I'm gonna hotwire this thing. I've hotwired a bunch of these. Kick it in the overdrive. What would you like to do?
Keep an eye on the baby then.
Okay.
I hop off and help join the fray.
Okay.
And I'll take a whack at it with my hornets.
All right, you run back. Go ahead and make your... Oh, the hornet's nest. You'll definitely hit with that. For a total of 9. All right. The bees begin to buzz out and sting at the Dodosaurus Rex. And is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Put my shield up.
Oh no. Okay. We move to the next in the initiative order, which is the top, actually. Othgarurt, you're currently held about 10 feet in the air by this large dodo. What would you like to do? You can still attack normally while you're grappled. You're not restrained from it.
If this thing wants to contest strength, then I will show it that I am the mightiest creature in this wild.
Oh, shit. All right, you swing your bone halberd. Now, were you intending to attack recklessly or no?
I may as well.
Okay, sure. If you attack recklessly, you're going to hit with both. Go ahead and give me your damage. Wow, mighty hits for, let's see, it's 15, 24, 26 damage. Alrighty. You have officially bloodied the Dodosaurus Rex. It is at fewer than half of its maximum hit points. As you cleave into its neck, feathers and blood go everywhere in great splashes. Is that the end of your turn?
With a growl and roar into its face, yes.
Excellent. Now, do you actually have another attack, Othgarurt, from your frenzy, or did you not frenzy?
I only have the 2 currently.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. Oh, right, because you're not level 5 yet, are you? You're still level 4.
Yes.
That's it. Awesome. We move to the next in the initiative. Oldman, you're on the wagon. It's beginning to really go. It's going about 30 feet per round now. Do you want to jump out before it goes, or are you going to just leave?
Is there still the baby on the wagon?
Yep, baby's still on the wagon.
Diego's watching it.
Well, then I grab the baby.
Not like we have to worry about it being, a child and everything.
Make sure you take care of the dodo, too. Don't let it die. It's frail.
Don't worry, I'm a saber-toothed tiger. We naturally take care of children.
Okay, I'll believe you. And Oldman jumps off the wagon.
All right, Oldman, as you jump off the wagon, begins to scream down the road. What would you like to do?
Well, outside, I'm guessing that broke through a bunch of forest to get to us.
Yeah.
On the other side of the forest, you hear a very loud roar, and a dodo that is slightly larger than the Tyrannosaurus or the Dodosaurus Rex comes out with a giant fin on its back, and it roars.
It is negligibly larger, but it is larger. All right.
Are you sure it's negligibly larger?
I mean, it's like I said 18 feet. Yours is 20 feet. Okay, marginally larger. Better.
There we go.
Don't worry. Okay.
With the giant fin or spine on its back. The spine and Dodo Rex.
Okay. I will roll an intelligence check for the Dodosaurus as it appears. That was actually a really good roll, believe it or not. And yeah, this Dodosaurus seems definitely perturbed by the appearance of the spine Dodosaurus. Alrighty. So now you all see. Actually, can everyone roll me an intelligence check except for Oldman? Yeah, guys, you just all see an even bigger dodo with a big spine on its back appear out of nowhere. It's terrifying.
That one's mine, don't worry about it. I'm assuming the dodo can't understand us. If it can, then it knows.
Cyron, what would you like to do? You're not totally certain, but Oldman seems to think that other dodo is on your side. What's your move?
I'm gonna channel Divinity Path of the Grave on the dodo that will.
On which one? The big one. Yeah.
You know, the one that the one we've been.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, of course, no problem. You channel your divinity and signal that it will soon be the end of this creature. It's gonna go now, however. It's going to start by biting down on you, Othgarurt. You're in its mouth. So it's going to chomp.
Oof.
Oof. How are you feeling after another half of 31, another 15 points?
Not very happy.
Are you still up, though?
Yes.
Damn! And it will swing with its tail.
Handy.
Yeah, right. Oh my god, right, the aid! It's going to swing actually at you, sword with its tail, its feathery tail. Is a 16 going to hit you? Probably not.
Nope.
Awesome. Wow, it sucks with its tail, apparently. It swings this big feathery tail, which does not buffet you. And we move back to you, Sword. What would you like to do?
Inflict wounds.
Oh, man. 13 will exactly hit. Go ahead and do your damage, but it's going to be doubled because of the Path to the Grave feature, I believe.
Yep.
Woo. Yeah, what's interesting is it doesn't double spell damage, but because Inflict Wounds is a spell attack, it'll actually still double it. So it's 42 points of damage. Bam! Yeah, this Dodosaurus looks really bad. Another hit like that you think would do it. But it is still kicking for now as the necrotic energy seeps all over it. Othgarurt, you're still held up in its beak being thrashed around. What would you like to do?
Continue to assert my dominance.
Excellent. Go ahead. The target is 13. So you're going to hit with that and with that one. Alrighty. Alright, another 16 points. It's looking on the brink of death right now as you've actually like cleaved like a solid indent in its neck. There's blood just pouring out. A big chunk of like a dodo neck falls on the ground, but it's still kicking. As we move to Oldman, what would you like to do? This Dodosaurus Rex looks like it will soon be defeated.
Hey guys, how are we gonna move this thing? We should probably figure that out!
Oh shit.
We'll figure that out after we kill it.
How many hit points do each of you have left?
17.
I'm 39.
25.
Okay, so that's gonna be 37. Okay, so Othgarurt and the Dodosaurus Rex both fall asleep and fall on the ground.
And then I run up and shake him.
You shake Othgarurt awake. Othgarurt, you wake up in the beak of the sleeping Dodosaurus Rex.
Brief aggressive snoring sounds.
Huh?
Brief aggressive snoring sounds.
Excellent.
You protect me, friend, and I will protect you.
And yeah, as you all stand now in this clearing, the Dodo King slain, the Dodosaurus Rex is asleep.
So how are we supposed to move this thing? I got a basement with its name on it.
Keeping this thing.
Oh, Mira and I are getting quite the connection.
You get the idea that you don't think this thing is gonna be able to fit in your house, Oldman.
Well, at least we can capture it. We can capture it for what's his name, Michael.
Excellent.
I don't think a rope's gonna hold this.
I'm sure there was a lot of money put into creating this. Maybe we'll get an extra reward.
I take an arrow from my bolt from my crossbow and shove it into the Dodosaurus Rex's
brain. Oh no! It had 2 hit points left. So unfortunately, you murder it. But as you're going to do so, you guys hear like a clapping, and you see the old man that you saw at the beginning, Wizard Grant, beginning to walk over. He's got a cane with a piece of like amber on the top with what looks like a couple of little bugs in it. Like, good work. You've saved Dodo Park. He's very old. He looks almost as old as you, Oldman.
Do you want this thing alive?
As you say that, Cyron, you kill it. I did.
Never mind.
Oh. You've ruined Dodo Park, and he turns and begins to walk away. What do you guys do? You know what happens?
I
can tell you what
you eating.
Yeah, I can tell you guys do. You eat your fill of delicious, delicious dodo, for those of you that do so. And the rest of you make your way back eventually to the beginning of the zoo, where you find Diego, the zombie baby. But Michael Crichton has left. He is out of here. He's done with this.
Just as well.
I take some dead dodos with me.
Yeah, I take my living dodo back home.
Yeah, you have your one living dodo, probably the last living dodo. It looks like most of them died while you guys were on the way back.
I'm gonna set up a nice little, those solitary rooms where all the walls are padded. I think that'll be necessary.
And Diego looks to you and says, "Wow, you guys did really good. You killed all the dodos. Good work. Well, I think over here," and he kind of walks into another bush and comes back out with like a torn khaki jacket, button-down shirt kind of deal, like a zookeeper would wear, and drops it on the ground. And there's like a jingle of coins, which you open up the coin purse in the pocket, and it has a bunch of Bartholomew bucks in it. And you guys have been paid and have succeeded in this ridiculous adventure.
When did those jingle?
Bartholomew bucks always jingle when you can't see.
Yeah.
It's the thing. It's an enchantment. And yeah, you have all gained your 200 Bartholomew bucks, 1 point of experience, and this adventure has come to a conclusion. Thanks for playing, guys. Oh, man. And with that, I guess we will be right back. Oh, yes, Othgarurt?
I would like to shop, if that's okay.
Yes, absolutely.
And then we could go back to my house and you could help us clean. It'll be lots of fun.
I am somewhat tired, but I will help you tomorrow.
Oh, great to hear.